Look down. Odds are you're wearing cotton, your t-shirt, jeans, maybe even your socks. From birth to our final days, cotton wraps us. But have you ever wondered where it comes from? That simple shirt has traveled continents, passed through countless hands and powered entire economies. Cotton is a global superstar. 25 million metric tons produced each year, enough for everyone on Earth. This humble plant drives industries, supports families, and clothes the world. Its journey from seed to shirt is a marvel of agriculture, engineering, and hard work. We'll follow that journey from fields to factories, from raw fluff to finished fabric. So next time you pull on a clean pair of socks, remember it's not just cloth, it's the end of a massive global supply chain. It's a story of sun, soil, water, and human hands. Let's pull back the curtain and see what it really takes to get cotton from field to closet. This is the story of the fabric of our lives. Ready to dive in? Let's get to the bottom of the cotton pile. Everything starts with a tiny cotton seed, the blueprint for your next favorite shirt. Farmers prep the soil, balancing science and luck, hoping for the right mix of sun and rain. On massive farms, GPS-guided tractors plant seeds with machine precision, covering hundreds of acres a day. But for millions of small farmers in India and Pakistan, planting is personal, done by hand or with simple tools, relying on generations of knowledge. For them, a good crop means survival, not just profit. After a week, green shoots emerge. Over months they grow into bushy plants, sprouting creamy flowers that turn pink, then red, then fall away. In their place, green pods, cotton bolls form. Inside each boll, dozens of seeds grow, each sprouting the fluffy fibers the world is waiting for. It's a patient process, nature's own textile factory at work. Whether high-tech or hand-planted, it all begins with a seed in the dirt. The journey from seed to boll is a quiet miracle. And soon, it's time for the harvest. The cycle of cotton begins anew, year after year. From humble beginnings, a global industry grows. And it all starts with a single seed. Months later, the fields burst into white, cotton bolls crack open, revealing the harvest. On giant farms, million-dollar machines sweep through, picking or stripping cotton at lightning speed, packing it into massive modules. Each module holds enough cotton for over 1,000 t-shirts. The scale is staggering, pure efficiency, powered by technology. But in places like India and Africa, cotton is still picked by hand. Armies of workers, mostly women, move through the fields, fingers nimble and quick. It's slow, tough work, but hand-picking means higher quality. Only the ripest bolls are chosen. It's a trade-off: speed versus precision, machine versus human touch. No matter the method, the goal is the same: get the cotton ready for its next journey. The harvest is the turning point, where months of patience pay off. From field to gin, the story moves forward. The world's most important fiber is on the move. Freshly picked cotton is a messy mix, full of seeds, leaves, and dirt. Enter the cotton gin, the heart of processing. Giant modules are fed into machines that dry, clean, and separate the valuable lint from the stubborn seeds. Circular saws pull the fibers through narrow ribs, leaving seeds behind. Eli Whitney's invention, now supercharged, can process 15 tons an hour. The clean lint is pressed into 500-pound bales, ready for shipping. Even the seeds are put to use, pressed for oil or fed to animals. The gin transforms chaos into order, turning raw fluff into a global commodity. From here, the cotton is ready for its next transformation. The journey from field to fabric is just getting started. Next stop, the spinning mill. At the spinning mill, bales of cotton become strong, continuous thread. Metal claws blend fibers from different bales for consistency. The cotton passes through carding machines, giant combs that align fibers and remove debris, forming a soft sliver. Drawing frames stretch and combine slivers, making them thinner and more uniform. The final step: spinning frames twist the cotton, locking fibers together into yarn. The amount of twist determines the yarn's strength and feel. The finished yarn is wound onto bobbins, ready for weaving or knitting. What began as fluff is now a strong, versatile thread. Spinning is where cotton's potential is unlocked. From here, the yarn will become the fabric of our lives. The ancient art of spinning, now powered by technology, keeps the world clothed. The journey continues, one thread at a time. Next, we weave the world together. Yarn alone isn't enough, we need fabric. Weaving and knitting are the two main ways to turn thread into cloth. Weaving interlaces, warp, and weft yarns at right angles on high-speed looms, creating everything from bed sheets to denim. The rhythmic roar of hundreds of looms fills the mill, each producing meters of fabric every minute. The result: grage goods, raw, off-white, and rough. Knitting, on the other hand, uses a single thread to create interlocking loops. Industrial knitting machines churn out stretchy, comfortable fabric for t-shirts and underwear. Woven fabrics are strong and structured, knits are soft and flexible. Both start with the same yarn but end with very different results. The transformation from thread to fabric is fast, precise, and endlessly adaptable. The world's wardrobes begin here, in the hum of the mill. Next, it's time to add color and character. The fabric's journey is far from over. Let's see how it comes to life. Raw fabric is functional, but it's not finished. The final stage is finishing, where fabric gets its color, softness, and special properties. First, it's cleaned and scoured to remove impurities, then bleached for a blank canvas. Dyeing comes next. Yarn or fabric is submerged in vats of hot, colorful dye, then rinsed and dried. Printing adds patterns from classic stripes to bold designs using rollers or digital technology. Finishing treatments follow, softeners for comfort, calendaring for smoothness, and special chemicals for wrinkle or stain resistance. Every step uses water, energy, and expertise. The result fabric that's soft, vibrant, and ready for the world. Inspected, rolled, and shipped, it's off to garment factories to become the clothes we love. The transformation is complete. Cotton is now ready for its final form. From plain to personal, this is where fabric gets its soul. The journey is almost done. Cotton isn't just a crop, it's a global economic force. Grown in over 75 countries, it supports 250 million people worldwide. A bale picked in Texas might be spun in Turkey, woven in Bangladesh, and sold in Germany. Every step creates jobs, especially in developing nations where textiles are a path out of poverty. But cotton's impact isn't all positive. It's a thirsty crop, demanding thousands of liters of water per t-shirt. Heavy pesticide use can harm the environment and workers. The industry faces real challenges, but change is underway. Organic cotton and initiatives like the Better Cotton Initiative promote sustainability and better practices. The shift is slow, but it's vital for the future of the industry and the planet. Cotton's story is global, and its future depends on all of us. We've followed cotton from seed to shirt, through fields, factories, and hands around the world. That simple t-shirt is the final chapter of a global story, one of sun, water, ingenuity, and hard work. Every stage is a job, a livelihood, a life. The comfort we enjoy is built on the labor of millions. Farmers, gin workers, mill technicians, garment makers. Their stories are woven into every thread. Cotton's journey isn't perfect. Its demands strain our planet, and the industry is slowly changing. As consumers, we can make informed choices and appreciate the true value of our clothes. Next time you pull on a t-shirt, remember it's not just fabric. It's the product of a sun-drenched field, a roaring factory, and skilled hands. Appreciate the journey, appreciate the work. Understanding the story behind our stuff connects us to the world. That's a connection worth making. The fabric of our lives is more than just a shirt. It's a global story we all share.